Hello everyone, my name is Komal Verma, Assistant Professor, Babu Banarsi Das University. Today I will discuss an important topic, neurohumoral transmission and skeletal muscle relaxant. Neurohumoral transmission, the definition of neurohumoral transmission. Neurohumoral transmission implies that nerves transmit their message across synapse and neuroeffector junction by the release of humoral messenger. Junctional transmission was thought to be electrical, but observation at the turn of last century prompted Emoliot to 1905 to suggest that synaptic nerves function by the release of an adrenaline-like substance, and Diaxon to purpose that vagus release a muscarinic-like chemical. Otto Levy provided direct proof of humoral transmission by perfusing two frog heart in series. Stimulation of vagus nerve, frog heart in series. Stimulation of vagus nerve of the first heart cause arrest of both. Thus, a chemical must have been released by vagus stimulation in the first heart, which passed in the perfusate and arrested the second heart. This vagus was found in 1926 to be acetylcholine, which earlier Dale 1914 has characterized a parasympathomimetic sympathetic transmitter was eventually shown to be noradrenaline in 1946 by von Neural. Many humoral transmitter dopamine, 5-histamine, GABA, glutamic acid, purine peptide, etc. are now known. Information is communicated from the nerve to nerve and from nerve to effector organ by a process termed as neurohumoral transmission. Neurohumoral transmission involves release from a nerve terminal of a neurotransmitter that reacts with specialized receptor area on the innervated cell. The activation of receptor brings characterized physiological response in effector cell. This is the image of components. We can see the images of each component of neurotransmission. Physiological events involved in neurohumoral transmission. First is axonal conduction. Second will be neurotransmitter release, junction transmission, junctional transmission. Next, receptor event. Next, initiation of post-junctional activity. Next will be destruction and dissipation of transmitter. Next will be non-lactogenic function. Axonal conduction. The resting transmembrane potential will be 70 microvolt. Negative inside is stabilized by high potassium permeability of axonal membrane and high exoplasmic concentration of this ion coupled with low sodium permeability and its active extraction from the neuron. The stimulation of arrival of an electrical impulse causes a sudden increase in sodium conduction. It causes depolarization and overshoot inside potassium ion, then move out in the direction of their concentration gradient and depolarization is achieved. The ionic distribution is normalized during the refractory period by the activation of sodium potassium pump. The action potential thus generates set of local circuit current which activate ionic channel at the next excitable part of the membrane, and the action potential is propagated without decrement, and tetrodotoxin and saxitoxin selectivity abolize increase in sodium conductance in nerve fibers and thus block impulse conduction. We can see the images of myelinated axon and axon potential propagation. Axonal conductance and response to various drugs. Axonal conduction is insensitive to most of the drug. Local anesthetics must be used in high concentration in immediate contact with the nerve before excitability is blocked. Tetrodotoxin, saxitoxin, it is selectively blocks axonal conductance, and bactracotoxin, it is selectivity increase in permeability of sodium channel which induce persistence depolarization. Third is scorpion toxin. It causes persistent depolarization by inhibition, inhibiting the inactivation process. Hypothesis about neurotransmission. Neurotransmitters in the periphery and CNS once was believed the hypothesis that each neuron contains only one transmitter substance. However, we know that peptides like enkephalin, neuropeptide Y, somatostatin, purines like ATP, adenosine, small molecules like nitric oxide have been found in nerve endings. These substances can depolarize neurotransmitter and their location. Transmitter will be acetylcholine, norepinephrine. Exception. Their location, the acetylcholine location, parasympathetic ganglia, sympathetic ganglia, parasympathetic neuroeffector junction. Norepinephrine location will be sympathetic neuroeffector junction. Exception location will be acetylcholine at sympathetic neuroeffector junction of sweat gland. Neurotransmitter at parasympathetic junction of erectile tissues of genitalia is not acetylcholine. Now we can see this image, the various pathway present in this image, so we can easily understand by this image. Impulse transmission. The impulse transmission is mediated by the neurohumoral transmission. Neurotransmitter release. The transmitter is stored in pre-junctional nerve endings within synaptic vesicle. Nerve impulse promote fusion of vascular and axonal membrane through calcium entry, which fluidized membrane. All contents of the vesicle are extruded in junctional cleft. The release process can be modulated by the transmitter itself and by other agents through activation of specific receptors located on the prejunctional membrane. Like noradrenaline release is inhibited by noradrenal alpha 2 receptors, dopamine, adenosine, prostaglandin, and enkephalin, while isoprenaline and angiotensin increase noradrenaline release. Similarly, alpha-2 and muscarinic agonists inhibit acetylcholine release at autonomic effector sites. Types Types of neurotransmitter. It is mainly in two types: peptide neurotransmitter, non-peptide neurotransmitter. Receptor of neurons: soma-dendritic receptor, presynaptic receptor, heteroreceptor. Soma-dendritic receptor, when activated, primarily modify function of soma-dendritic region via protein synthesis and action potential generation. Presynaptic receptor, when activated, they modify function of the terminal region via synthesis or release of anti heteroreceptors. Presynaptic receptors response to neurotransmitter release, neuromodulator or neurohormones release from adjacent neurons. Example: norepinephrine influence acetylcholine parasympathetic neurons by acting on A2A, A2B, A2C receptors. Acetylcholine influence the release of norepinephrine from sympathetic neurons by acting on M2 and M4 receptors. Combination of the transmitter with the post-junctional receptors and initiation of post-junctional activity. Neurotransmitter release into the junctional cleft. Nerve or nerve effector cell. This combined with the receptor present on the post-junctional membrane. This causes increase in ionic permeability. When there is increase in sodium permeability, localized depolarization occur, causing excitation postsynaptic potential. When there is increase in potassium or chlorine permeability, localized hyperpolarization causing inhibitor postsynaptic potential. Propagation of post-junctional activity. When excited postsynaptic potential is generated, it initiated a propagated nerve action potential in the post-junctional nerve. When an inhibitive postsynaptic potential is initiated, it opposes the stimultaneous excitatory potential at the post-junctional site. Inhibitive postsynaptic potential is greater than excitatory postsynaptic potential. It causes inhibition, depression of nerve or effector cell. Excite, excitatory postsynaptic potential is greater than inhibitory postsynaptic potential. It causes stimulation, excitation of nerve or effector cell. Destruction of the transmitter. After the transmitter serves the function, it either destroyed enzymatically or removed. We can see that central nervous system present in this figure. It binds with autonomic ganglion. After its transfer, postganglionic fiber, they are bind in effector organ. Acetylcholine by ACHE and norepinephrine by COMT. COMT means catechol O methyl transferase. Now we discuss the skeletal muscle relaxant. What is skeletal muscle relaxant? Skeletal muscle relaxant are drugs that act peripheral of at neuromuscular junction muscle there itself and centrally in the cerebrospinal axis to reduce muscle tone and or cause paralysis. The neuromuscular blocking agents are used primarily in conjunction with general anesthetic to provide muscle relaxation for surgery, while centrally acting muscle relaxants are used mainly for painful muscle spasms and spastic neurological conditions. They are mainly in peripherally acting. It is two types pre it is two types presynaptic neuromuscular blocker and postsynaptic neuromuscular blocker. This is this is divided in two categories. First, presynaptic neuromuscular blocker. This subcategory, this divide in two subcategory. Inhibit inhibit acetylcholine synthesis like triethylcholine hemicholinum. Second will be these are those agents which inhibit acetylcholine release like magnesium aminoglycoside botulinum toxin. B postsynaptic neuromuscular blocker. First is competitive non-depolarizing blocker. Second is depolarizing blocker. This image is neuromuscular junction. We can see that how the acetylcholine release it is bind with acetylcholine receptor in the presynaptic to postsynaptic in the neuromuscular junction. In this image, we can see that the acetylcholine release from the nerve terminal and it bind with the acetylcholine receptor. The acetylcholine release in presynaptic condition and it bind with the acetylcholine receptor in postsynaptic junction. This is a this is the neuromuscular junction. Postsynaptic neuromuscular blocker. It is mainly in two types: competitive neuromuscular blocker and depolarizing neuromuscular blocker. Now we discuss the competitive blocker. This is produced by Curare and related drug. Claude Bernard in 1856 precisely localized the site of action of Curare to be the neuromuscular junction. He stimulated the sciatic nerve, pitch frog, and recorded the contraction of gastrocnemius muscle. Injection of curare in the ventral lymph sac caused inhibition of muscle twitches, but there was no effect if the blood supply of the hind limb was occluded. This so that curare acted peripherally and not centrally acting. Soaking a portion of sciatic nerve in curare solution did not affect the twitches and a courage muscle still responded to direct stimulation. Thus, nerve conduction and muscle contraction were intact. The only possible site of action cannot be neuromuscular junction. This has now been confirmed by close inofotoretic application of D-tuberculin to the muscles and plate, and by other modern techniques. Competitive neuromuscular blockers have affinity for the nicotinic cholinergic receptor at the muscle and plate, but have no intrinsic activity. The neuromuscular receptors have been isolated and studied in detail. It is a protein with 5 subunits which are arranged like a rosette surrounding the sodium channel. The two alpha subunits carry two acetylcholine binding sites. These have negatively charged groups which combine with the cationic head of acetylcholine. Opening of sodium channel. Most of the competitive blockers have two or more quaternary sodium atoms. Quaternary N atoms, which provide the necessary attraction to the same site. But the bulk of the antagonist molecules does not allow conformational changes in the subunit needed for opening the channel. Competitive blockers generally have thick bulky molecules and were termed pachycurare by Bouvet 1951. Acetylcholine released from motor nerve ending is not able to combine with its receptor to generate and plate potential. D-tuberculin thus reduces the frequency of channel opening but not its duration or conduction of a channel once it has opened. When the magnitude of EPP falls below a critical level, it is unable to trigger propagated muscle action potential and muscle fails to contract to respond to nerve impulse. Now, depolarizing neuromuscular blocker. Depolarizing neuromuscular blocker is decamenthonium and succinylcholine have affinity as well as submaximal intrinsic activity at the neuromuscular cholinereceptor. They depolarize muscle and plate by opening sodium channel and initially produce twitching and fasciculation because in the focally innervated mammalian muscle stimulation is transient. Longer lasting depolarization of muscle and plate produce repetitive excitation of the fiber. In the multiply innervated contracture muscle, stimulation is prolonged, resulting in sustained contraction. These drugs do not dissociate rapidly from the receptor and are not hydrolyzed by acetylcholine. Acetylcholinesterase. They induce prolonged partial depolarization of the region around muscle and plate. Sodium channel get inactivated and acetylcholine release from the motor nerve ending is unable to generate propagated MAP. Flaccid paralysis in mammals. In the word of the zone, inextricability is created around the end plate, preventing activation of muscle fiber in the bird area of depolarization is more extensive and spastic paralysis occur. Depolarizing blocker also have two quaternary N plus compound, but the molecules is long, slender and flexible. Term leptocurare by Bovet. The feature of classical depolarizing block different markedly from that of non-depolarizing block. Like succinylcholine. Uses of neuromuscular blockers in convulsion and trauma from electroconvulsive therapy can be avoided by the use of muscle relaxant without decreasing the therapeutic benefit. Succinylcholine is most commonly used for this purpose. The short-acting competitive blocker mivacurium is an alternative. Second is second is used severe cases of tetanus and status epilepticus who are not controlled by diazepam or other drugs may be paralyzed by a neuromuscular blocker and maintain on intermittent positive pressure respiration till the disease subsides. It use the most important use of neuromuscular blocker is as adjuvant to general anesthesia. Adequate muscle relaxation can be achieved at the lighter plane. Many surgical procedures are performed more safely and rapidly by employing muscle relaxant. Muscle relaxants also reduce reflex muscle contraction in the region undergoing surgery and assist maintenance of controlled ventilation during anesthesia. It used in assist ventilation critically ill patient in intensive care units often need ventilatory support. This can be facilitated by continuous infusion of sub-anesthetic doses of a competitive neuromuscular blocker, which reduce the chest wall resistance to inflation. Vancurium is the most commonly used, but after prolonged infusion, it can cause blockade lasting 1 to 3 days due to accumulation of an active metabolite and or development of neuropathy. Competitive neuromuscular blocker mechanism of action. The competitive antagonist compete with acetylcholine at the nicotinic receptors of neuromuscular junction. It is not no cause of depolarization of post-junctional membrane. Cholinesterase inhibitor can reverse blockade like neostigmine. Pharmacokinetic of this neuroblocker. They are polar component. They are mainly inactive orally and taken parentally. It is not cross placenta and CNS. They are metabolized. Their metabolism depend upon kidney or liver aspect. Atacurium and Mivacurium. Atacurium and Mivacurium. Pharmacological action. They are main pharmacological action of competitive neuromuscular blocker. They are they are mainly responsible for skeletal muscle relaxation in cardiovascular system. Hypotension. It is mean it occur. It causes the histamine release like deutubicurium, mivacurium, atracurium. Hy- Hypertension increase galamine and pancuronium. Galamine, it also called flaxidil. It is less potent than curare. It is metabolized mainly by kidney 100% in renal failure. It consists long duration of action. Tachycardia is due to atropine-like action and release of noradrenaline from adrenergic nerve ending. The tubocurarine. Tubocurarine is more potent than galamine. It consists long duration of action, 1 to 2 hours. It is eliminated by kidney 60%. It is eliminated by liver 40%. It is a histamine releaser. It act as it act in bronchospasm and hypotension. They block autonomic ganglia in hypotension. Atra, Atracurium. It is potent as curare. It has intermediate duration of action, 30 minutes. It is eliminated by non-enzymatic chemical degradation in plasma. It is spontaneous hydrolysis at body pH. It used in liver failure and kidney failure drug of choice. It liberated histamine, transient hypotension. It has no causes any effect on muscarinic receptor nor ganglia. Mivacurium. It is chemically related to atracurium. It is metabolized by pseudocholinesterase. It is fast onset of action. It consists short duration of action, 15 minutes. It mainly used in transient hypotension in histamine release. It consists long duration in patient. It used long duration in patient with liver disease or genetic cholinesterase deficiency. Pancuronium. It is more potent than curare. 6 times is more potent than curare. It is excreted by the kidney 18%. It consists long duration of action. It is mainly used in tachycardia, in antimuscarinic action. Norepinephrine increase norepinephrine release from adrenergic nerve ending. Vicuronium. There is more potent than tubocurarine. They are 6 times more potent than tubocurarine. They are metabolized by mainly by liver. It is intermediate duration. It consists intermediate duration of action. It has few side effects. It has no any effect of histamine release, no ganglionic blocker, and no causes antimuscarinic action. Depolarizing neuromuscular blocker. The mechanism of depolarizing neuromuscular blocker is divided in two phases, first phases and second phases. First phase is it occur in depolarization, and second phase it occur desensitization block. First phase of depolarization it combined with nicotinic receptors. It causes depolarization of motor and plate. It due to initial muscle twitching, and it causes persistent depolarization, and it causes paralysis. Phase first block is augmented, not reversed by anticholinergics. Is desensitization block. It is continuous exposure of succinylcholine. It due to depolarization decrease and the membrane become repolarized, but the membrane cannot be depolarized by acetylcholine as long as succinylcholine present. It causes desensitization of the membrane. This phase reversed by anticholinesterase. Succinylcholine. It also called succinylcholine. The pharmacological action of succinylcholine in skeletal muscle, it causes fasciculation. It due to spastic paralysis. It causes pharmacological action in hyperkalemia. They causes the cardiac arrest. In they cause pharmacological action in eye. It causes increased intraocular pressure. In GIT, they increase intragastric pressure, and it causes regurgitation of gastric content of esophagus. In cardiovascular system, it causes arrhythmia. Pharmacokinetics. There is short onset of action 1 minute, short duration of action 5 to 10 minutes, destroyed by pseudocholinesterase enzyme. Side effect hyperkalemia, ca- cardiovascular system arrhythmia like bradycardia, extrasystole, and cardiac arrest. In eye, increased intraocular pressure, it causes glaucoma. In malignant hyperthermia, succinyl apnea due to liver disease, malnutrition, and organophosphorus poisoning. Some drug name present in this chart. So, and duration their duration of action, site of action, etc. etc. So I will present one by one. First is tubocurenin. It consists long duration of action like 1 hour. It causes side effect hypotension and renal failure. Galamine, it consists long duration of action. The side effect of galamine tachycardia in muscarinic antagonist, renal excretion and renal failure. Pancuronium, it is long duration of action. The side effect will be pancuronium, tachycardia, antimuscarinic action. Vicuronium, it consists short duration of action. It consists it consists few side effects in liver failure. Atacurium, it consists short duration of action. They consist many side effects like transient hypotension, histamine release, spontaneous degradation used in liver and kidney failure. Cysta- Cystacurium, it is less histamine release. The main side effect of less histamine release. Now, Mivacurium, it consists short duration of action, no causes any side effect. It is similar to Atracurium, metabolized by plasma cholinesterase and used in cholinesterase deficiency. Next is Suxamethonium. It consists short duration of action. It produces side effects like hyperkalemia, arrhythmia, increased intraocular pressure. It used in serious disease, glaucoma, liver disease, etc. Spasmolytic. These are those agents which use in block the release of spasm. So these agents also called spasmolytic agents. Like baclofen, they are mainly centrally acting. It is GABA agonist in spinal cord. Diazepam is also called benzodiazepines. It is centrally acting facilitated GABA action on spinal cord and CNS. Dantrolene, they are directly action on skeletal muscle. Now we can see that the spasmolytic agent how will work. Use, Uses of spasmolytic. It reduces in muscle spasm, spinal cord injury, in stroke condition, in cerebral palsy. Dantrolene. The mechanism of action of dantrolene. It is interferes with the release of calcium from its strokes in skeletal muscles. It in sarcoplasmic reticulum. It inhibits excitation, contraction, coupling in the muscle fiber. They are mainly used in malignant hyperthermia, spastic state. It is used orally and IV. T half will be 8 to 9 hours. Malignant hyperthermia. Inability to bind calcium by sarcoplasmic reticulum in some patients due to genetic defects. Sensitive to some drugs like general anesthesia, halothane. Neuromuscular blockers like suxamethonium, they increase calcium release, intense muscle spasm, and rise in temperature.